Anna, get off Tinder and film me, okay? Oh, shit. Okay, so that's obviously the first thing everyone learns to play on guitar. I've had this bad boy girl, Susan, for about 6 years now, and that's as far as I've got, so I bet you're all really excited for the next 5 minutes of your life, which you're not going to get back. But actually, ladies and gents, that wasn't Seven Nation Army, it was in fact, oh, Jeremy Corbyn. It's a political set. No, it's not. I'm kidding. It's not. I'm not that clever. As a room full of comedians and people who appreciate comedy, I imagine most of you like to consider yourself maybe a bit lefty, or at least pretend to. Champagne socialist. And therefore, you can probably get behind Jezza and his policies. But the thing is, I would like for Jeremy Corbyn to get behind me. Do you like Jeremy Corbyn, madam? Yeah, well, I like him. So, fuck's sake, he's obviously got some really pretty fucking lit policies. It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. 4,000 homes for off sleepers, and you won't pay for tuition. That's not why I fancy him, though. I fancy Jeremy Corbyn because he reminds me of one of those guys who would like take you on a really great little date. You go for some drinks, maybe he treats some food at his favourite Lebanese restaurant, which is number 122 Seven Sisters Road. And then he'd probably like lure you back to his for a nightcap and some like class divisions dirty talk. And he'd probably get you into bed and you'd be like, oh yes, Jeremy, text me! And then he'd never call you again. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Corbyn, one night bastard. That kind of sounds like a new musical, actually. That's not what this is. But yeah, I actually really like that. I like to imagine that that's the kind of guy he is, because I have a real thing for dickheads. And to be honest, I am one too, so I think we'd be a really good match. Like, I could, you know, like, bite, kick, scream at him, and he still wouldn't resign. I have always had a bit of a thing for dickheads, though. I'm not really sure why. I guess it is pretty unhealthy. I've got very, very good radar for picking them up. If one appears on the horizon, I run a mile toward them, and then I teabag them, or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just like, I think it's cruel men just really inspire like the natural lubrication of my vagina or something. My mind's telling me no, but my butt. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. But my body's telling me yes. It was very much the sentiment when I let back in my crazy ex who shagged my friend and raped my cat. My mum puts my love for cruel men down to daddy issues. And she also adds that I may now have Jezza issues. I don't particularly think that's an issue. I'd say the one big downside of dickheads is that they tend to be the type of men to want to send you dick pics. Who has received a dick pic? Who sent one? Dick pics are a funny thing, really. Like, there are so many in circulation. I kind of think of them as the millennial version of a Pokemon card. And there are so many in circulation, and there are many different varieties, and they all look a bit fucking weird. It kind of reminds me, actually, of, you know, being age 10 and just being kind of really overwhelmed by how many I had, and just throwing them out the window and being like, fuck this. I was talking about dick pics then. Shit. I did start young, but not that young. Anyway, yeah, it's all getting very, very high tech. I mean, the iPhone 6 had Touch ID. iPhone 8 has the face recognition. I wouldn't be surprised if iPhone 10 has like dick recognition. So you can just kind of like scan photo to send. I think it's the direction we're moving in. I recently received a really, really very high-tech dick pic, which was not from my boyfriend. And it was so impressive or disturbing in that it wasn't, well, it was a dick video for a start. Let me tell you, the only thing worse than receiving a video of a man aggressively wanking at you is the same video shot on the slow-mo setting on the iPhone. And it's just a lot because you can literally see like every ripple of the force. It's so much, and then paired with that, you've got like that kind of slowed down voice, like. That was as uncomfortable for me to act out as it was for you to watch. Yeah, since that is really disturbing, I'm going to leave you with a tiny little bit of a song. Most of you will recognise this, but few of you will realise that it's actually about the perils of incest. Don't let the sun go down on me. Thank you.